Prince Harry will not have to pay inheritance tax on his £7 million wealth. Stucklytics, a financial investment company, says the royal family has not had to pay normal taxes because of how the Queen Mother's estate was set up and how long she lived. Reports say that Prince Harry will avoid paying estate tax on a huge £7 million will he leave behind. Tax experts think he won't have to pay taxes because he got a gift on his 40th birthday last month. The money comes from the late Queen Mother's large £19 million trust fund and could add about £7 million to Harry's wealth. Stucklytics financial experts say that the royal family has avoided most tax rules because the Queen Mother's estate was set up in a smart way and she lived a very long time. The firm's expert said, with Prince Harry set to receive the final installment of the Queen Mother's trust fund, valued at £19 million, many Brits may be asking how much inheritance tax he'll pay, especially as the latest judicial reviews have cost the taxpayer £500,000 each. They said, however, due to the way the Queen Mother's estate was planned and how long she lived, it is likely HMRC will not receive a penny in inheritance tax. The financial experts went on to say, right now, inheritance tax only applies to a trust if it was set up within 7 years of the person's death. The Queen Mother died in 2002 though, so this trust would no longer be subject to estate tax. They thought that the tax bill could have been as high as £7.47 million if she had died within that important 7-year window. It's interesting that Harry is likely to get a bigger share of the royal family's money than his older brother William. This sheds light on the royal family's long-term financial plans. As the next king or queen, Prince William is about to get a huge financial windfall from the Duchy of Cornwall. This is a private estate that will give Prince William money for his public, non-profit, and personal activities. Prince Harry, on the other hand, is expected to get just over £7 million, which is a little more than half of the amount set aside for the two boys. Analysts from Stucklytics have said, the royal family most likely would have had a detailed, long-standing financial plan to ensure that not only wealth was transferred from generation to generation, but was also completed in a tax-efficient manner. It is thought that the late Queen received the Queen Mother's entire estate when she died. The estate was mostly made up of property. It was worth between £50 million and £70 million, but the Queen did not have to pay income tax on it. This is because of an agreement made with John Major's government that the sovereign's gifts will not be taxed. Also, it was earlier mentioned that Martin Lewis, a money-saving expert, said that half of his social media followers were anxious about inheritance tax. He made it clear that this tax only applies if your estate is worth more than £325,000. Lewis said that the truth is that most Britons will never have to pay it. As a final piece of financial advice, Martin said, most of you shouldn't worry about inheritance tax because only 1 in 25 estates pay it. It only affects people with a lot of money. Only 4% paid it in the last year, but a lot of people are afraid of it, 30% to 40% of people.